Hi, all of the sign of Gemini. This is Zaida Velgara from Becoming AM, here to give you your reading of July 2026. I want to say 2027 so bad. This is the third time I start this recording because first I wanted to jump the gun. Secondly, I was like, I forgot to even mention you. And then thirdly, it's like, I feel like really distorted in your energy. Just a side note. So when I'm feeling like this is going to probably influence you till 2077 of July, it's because there's probably things that are going to take place in this month that you're going to start seeing as a theme recurring until about next year, the same time. I'm hearing next year, the full moon in Capricorn. So it's kind of like it's moving through its motions so then it kindly exits your energetic field. For you guys that are new to this channel, I only do one reading in English for every zodiac sign a month. So I think that energy is really influenced by the zodiac. So I pick 3 to 4 events astrologically, and I tell you how it's going to affect your sign specifically using the oracle charms and tarot. Okay. If something doesn't resonate, then don't take it. And if you take it, wonder why it is that I feel such a need to take that and feel offense to that. Maybe it might be a trigger that you need to start doing some shadow work on. So keep that in mind. That being said, let's talk about what's happening. On July 7th, Neptune is in Aries and it goes retrograde until the 12th of December. This is important because it happened during the Civil War, 1861 through 1865. And so for me, I'm feeling, especially with the energy of Monday that we had the full moon in Capricorn and the Mercury retrograde both happening at the same time, that I told you that this is not about communication problems, etc., etc. It's more of you're starting to realize where your communication has been distorted and where your lines have been dated and twisted, and how your interpretations might not be correct and might need to be adjusted, right? So this is a period of growth. And with this energy starting about Tuesday, it's the internal tug of war of, is this right? Is this not right? Should I go in this direction? Should I not go into this direction? Blah, 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 whole mess of stuff. So that's big. I want to see how it's going to affect you personally. Which ones do I want? I want these. They call my attention. Okay, let's see how this is going to affect you, Gemini. But I'm going to let you know something that's starting off, or something you're agreeing to, or something that's moving in your energy starting this month has some kind of, I want to say, trickle down economics, something that is going to keep trickling into your energetic field until next year about the same exact time. So let's see what we got to tell only the Geminis that are seeing this video. She is coming up all over the flipping place. This is the Virgen de Guadalupe. And whenever I see her, I think about those. There's this show in Latin America that is called La Rosa de la Virgen de Guadalupe, which is usually people that are encountering very negative, terrible things in their lives. And all of a sudden they see a white rose appear, and everything just seems to go 180 in the other direction. And it's coming quickly with the jouster. We're seeing in the card of this reminds me of banks upside down, or government stuff upside down. Boss lady energy. Why is the government one upside down? A message. Gemini. I feel like you've been praying, you've been desiring and wanting for something to move a little quicker. And the thing that's moving and that you want to move a little quicker is that there is probably a letter from a bank, a letter from some government agency, or a letter from some Hierophant energy. Hierophant energy meaning group, organization, business, etc., that you have not received okay, that is making you lose your mind. But here I'm seeing you in boss lady energy. It's saying, see no evil, speak no evils, hear no evil. And the light turning on, your light switch turning on, and the energy of the shepherd receiving a message like a muse. Attic energy that's talking about some kind of deep-seated wound or something like that, something in your and that has you stuck in the crossroads. Why? This feels very, your energy feels very distorted, and I think it's because you're anxious about something that's supposed to come that hasn't come yet. I would recommend you checking out the Scorpio reading because I think this one is linked to that one too, and the Pisces reading because it feels like, because Pisces reading felt like it was connected to Scorpio, and this one feels like it's connected to Scorpio. Your anxiety of receiving this message is actually distorting your energetic field, and it's actually keeping you stuck in some kind of fucking limbo. Okay. Your guides have been telling you, calm down, chill out, things will work out kind of energy. But like your, it's still something that you let entering your mind. I'm seeing that though this is something that might be here on the outside, you're playing it freaking cool, like nothing's really going on and you're totally legitly fine. But there is something really in the inside that's kind of like churning about a doubt or a worry that this message that you want isn't coming. I'm seeing that they need you to move into balance and peace. That will allow an energy of graduation to come through and for the justice to come through and your perspective to change. When your perspective changes, we get the message that you were waiting for from something that's going to help your what you're trying to create, your golden ticket to be able to move forward. So what I'm hearing from the guides here is that it's the exact message of Scorpio. It's telling you, chill, Greta, chill, right? Your anxiety and your worries that this is not going to happen and everything's going to go to misery and everything's going to be going terrible because you're not going to get what you want and things are not going to work out are literally creating stagnation. And it's happening so that you can address the parts of you that are provoking this fear, but that's serious. That's telling me that you're literally shooting yourself in your own foot and causing stagnation to happen because of your anxieties and your doubts. And this is more a reflection of self than a reflection of external. Why do you doubt yourself? Why do you not believe that things are going to go work out for you? Have you received evidence that things have not worked out for you? Is it something from the way past or is it something from the present? And if it's from the way past, it's telling you you should do some shadow work on it and heal that. And it's if something from the present, then it's telling you what adjustments can you make to move forward. Because if it's from the way past, it's just something that you need to rewrite in your brain. If it's something from the present, there's something you have to fix. So where is it coming from? So that you can move forward on it because it's definitely lowering your frequency and making this thing not come to you. Okay. Second, July 14th, new moon in Cancer. This one is going to be a harsh moon, kind of like the Capricorn moon was a harsh moon. And the reason is because of the Mercury retrograde, it is also in Cancer. And because it's a new moon, it's talking about the things that are crazy hidden that nobody sees. And it has to do with your Cancer energy, which is your foundation, right? Your foundational beliefs, your foundational relationships, and your social networks that are foundational in you. And then we have the energy of the sun creating a conjunction. So making friends with the energy of Mercury. So whatever you're going to see, there is no doubt in your mind in any way that it's true. Um, because you're going to see it. It's going to be slapped in your face so hard that you can't deny it. And this is good because then you can't like rationalize and second guess yourself and blah, blah, blah. But it's also bad because you can't rationalize, second guess, and blah, blah, blah. Right? Okay. I want 2 oracle cards on this besides doing some tarot. So 1 second. What do we have to tell the Geminis that will see this about this July 14th? Okay, we have the dog and loyalty. You may be feeling like those around you let you down are or are not doing their fair share of the work. This comes as a reminder that loyalty exists and you must not settle for anything less. You deserve better than mixed signals. That seems like you're being called out. And the reason you're being called out is that if you have doubts about the situation and you have doubts about loyalty, like that, what people say that they are going to do, they're going to do, right? This is when you separate the wheat from the shaft. You see, well, if every single time this person says they're going to do something for me and I don't trust them, why do I not trust them? Is it because of something they have done and an evidence they have given me that shows me that I cannot trust them? Or is it because I have some deep seated wounds of how people used me and I couldn't trust them because every single time they promised me that they were going to do something, they didn't do it. And then that's telling you which one you should address. Okay? Love bombing. Holy shit, that freaking card has come out like a million times. I have shuffled these so much. You see me shuffle them, right? Let me just shuffle them again so you can see them. The last 3 readings today I have done have all had love bombing. And that would include the Gemini reading, the Taurus reading, and the Aries reading. All of them had love bombing. Those 3 signs are also connected. I'm like, but this is more on dealing with narcissistic energy. I feel like you have been programmed from narcissists to believe that you don't deserve something, that they promise you a lot and they don't give it, blah, 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 etc., etc. And now when something new is entering your life, you're having that same doubt that they're going to be the same as those people. And it's just like, they're not the same as those people because they're not the same people, but you're going to take actions that can negatively impact your relationship with the situation because of the fact that you've had those wounds from the past. I mean, it's not about loyalty. It's about you seeing the oh my god, my eye is itching, which is big because this is all about your perspective and how you see things. This is showing you, and this is why I told you, when you have this doubt about this person, place, things, energy, frequency, I need you to think, has this person, place, thing, free energy and frequency done something, right, that proves that I should have this fear, or is this coming from something way back there? We have no contact zone, enforcing distance, a silence game, and still attached. Oh, I know what the problem is. You have a wound, and it's going to be shown to you around July 14th. And here goes your wound. There are different ways that narcissists kind of play with us, gaslighting us. And there's a lot of videos of different ways that you can get gaslit, okay? But one of the ways that you got gaslit is the silent treatment. When a person would go no contact, when they would go silent, and then it drove you so nuts that then it became a situation where you tried to fix everything so that whatever they were planning or whatever bad thing would happen when everybody would go silent would not happen. And so the reason you're feeling so much anxiety about they haven't called me, they haven't said anything, and we're not moving in the right direction, what is going on? This person isn't contacting me, blah, blah, blah. It's not about that person. It's about the silent treatments that used to lead to you not feeling safe, to you feeling attacked, to bad things happening in your life. Unseen messages. And that is what I'm saying. This is how what you're not seeing. The fact that people don't actually need to attack you because you've already been programmed, and this is a subconscious program of this person is silent. That means they're scheming something. They're mad. They're angry. They're going to explode on me. 5 minutes later, you're going to hear them blowing up all the negative things about you and how much you suck. And then you have to go to fix all the situation because you are the problem. That is what's coming up. And we have unseen messages. What was never said, holding back, drafted and erased. This, I mean, your wounds are coming out, Gemini. All I keep thinking is when you have this anxiety popping up, when you have this fear popping up, and when you have this like uncertainty popping up, because it's not anger. It feels more like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, what did I do? How can I fix it? How can I, la la la, homeless and stuff. When that pops up as yourself, is this about this person? Is this about this thing? Or is this something that happened to me as a kid? And just keep repeating that. You can do some tapping. There's some things, and you can Google how this is EFT. E as in Eric, F as in Frank, T as in Tom, tapping. And repeat that question to yourself. As you're tapping, you can figure out where this is coming from. You'll get a memory about something in the past. You'll get like words. You can see a person's face, whatever it is, where it's coming from. And then it's working backwards, eliminating that thought process by writing to yourself and healing that version of your inner child. I would do that. This wasn't love. Again, it wasn't love. It says, fantasy crash, truth exposed, done hoping. Whoever I'm talking to was socially conditioned to attend to everyone. Your feelings, your thoughts, and your needs were not important. Everybody else's was. And this would be like also, I had this in the Scorpio reading. So I think Scorpio and you have a really strong connection here. In the Scorpio reading is every single time I got something good, I needed to give it away because other people needed it. Because what I earned and what I got is for everyone. But those everyone's, when they earned and they got something, it was for them. But your stuff had to be spread out. And in your case is when they went silent, you then went through a period of months fixing their hurt feelings and fixing their trauma, because don't you understand, they went through so much, but they don't see how much they fucked you up. So this is big. This is so big. Let me see more about this. That new moon, I knew it and I seen it. It is going to be so hot and triggering. Ooh, that made me dizzy. I am expecting a lot of people to lose their flipping shit. If people have trauma, if people are distorted, if people are narcissistic, I'm expecting a lot of people going crazy during that week. I'm letting you know. It feels from about, I want to say 3-4 days before the new moon, all the way till the full moon on the 29th, I think it is. I'm expecting this. Look at that. Look at that. Everything went upside down and the cards are right side up. Just showing you. Fool in reverse. Hangman in the reverse. Judgment in the reverse. Ace of Pentacles. It's literally telling you, don't be a fool and get hung up on your corrupted mindsets. Hermit in reverse. This is not for you to hide and try to fix things and whatever. Wheel of Fortune is for you to be moving forward. Knight of Swords and cutting this bullshit. You're no longer their bitch. You're no longer the people. I mean, you're no longer that child that they can manipulate and make feel bad. You're no longer that person. And you're not going to allow their distorted ways of you have to fix their reality energy for you to stop your future and your victory. Because we have the Six of Wands. This is talking about move to yours victory. And then we have the energy of the Queen of Cups, because it's time for you to have that wish fulfillment, that love, that happiness. Knight of Pentacles, and it's also time for you, King of Pentacles, it's also time for you to get fucking paid. Okay? We have the Seven of Swords with the Chariot card. Lights are moving towards you. Page of Swords to the King of Wands. And those lights are coming from energies of people using their words to try to break you down. They're investing a lot in this so that you can carry their heavy burdens. And look at, this is the Eight of Wands, literally opening their mouths, talking. This is a lot of bochinche. This is a lot of gossip. People running their mouths to get you stuck so that you fall back into that old mindset of focusing on all their fucking drama instead of focusing all your energy on this over here. I'm not healing anymore. That's a you problem. I'm not carrying your weight. That's a you problem. I'm moving over there. If you want to gossip and you want to have your drama and you want to go crazy because, oh, it's so unfair, that sounds like a you problem. Fix you. I did me. Strength card. And that's what you're going to be wrestling with. Because they're going to, or whoever they are, because this is gaslighting energy, right? And your loyalties, it's like, that's why it tells you mixed signals. That's why it's telling you your loyalties, right? Your loyalty to fix them when they are going through crisis mode, right, can make you stop your happiness. And how many times have they done that? Don't give away your happiness to fucking fools that haven't figured things out. So old they are, not a you problem. Next is July 26th. July 26th is pretty big because it has Saturn retrograde in the sign of Aries, and it's until December 20th. And this is going to initiate the energy of the Great Reset. And the Great Reset on February 20th was all about you becoming the great I am that you are and taking control of your life. And with these two being in retrograde now, right? It's you being the great I am here in your mind, in your subconscious spirit, reprogramming yourself because fuck you very much. I'm not going to do you. I'm going to do me. I did you for as long as I could. I'm not going to allow myself to go down this anxious rabbit hole and hearing all your stuff and all your burdens, so that now I have so much anxiety and I can't move towards my future because I'm stuck in your fucking past. And then the other thing that's coming through is the North Node is shifting. It's shifting from Pisces to Aquarius. And this is big because this is the magnetic pull that is pulling you in a new direction. And there's also the South Node moving from Virgo to Leo, telling me that you're not going to be stuck in limbo. Sorry, because I had to stop. One of my kids were calling me. You're not going to be stuck in limbo in Idea Island, being scattered brained because you're taking care of everybody else's BS. But you have to save yourself to not be crazy esoteric. I wasn't going to say that. crazy, um, narcissistic, and ego based and turn into them. And I'm not saying that you have to be super nice, but I also say that you can't be totally sadistic. It's like learning to balance that out. Some people need to see you're ugly, and then you got to walk away from them because you're not going to allow yourself to stay in that energy of being ugly to please them. You're going to show them that you can be as ugly as them. And then you're going to walk away from them and create a boundary because you're not going to allow them to turn you into them. That's that energy. Oh, that's crazy. This turns into a 5. Okay, the first thing we have is the bird in a perched. We have the energy of Cancer. This is all about that energy of the retrograde, okay? Then we have a tower moment that is an obsidian, so a tower that is creating a purification. And then we have the letter G. And I don't know why I saw G and I heard Gustavo. And then there's a room in the center and it's backwards. This is the unseen. And we have the X here. And the X in the runes is called Gebo, and Gebo is a partnership. This is a connection. And what I'm seeing here is a broken connection. Shut up and look, this card stayed on the thing and it's the Tower card. The Tower is coming. I feel like whatever this relationship is, whatever this, it's over. Like, you'll do the niceties and you'll do the pretend relationship, like whatever, but eventually even holidays aren't going to be spent with these people. You're over it. Ten of Cups. When I saw the Ten of Cups here, I'm like, pretend happiness. 3 of Cups. Partying, drinking, doing all that kind of stuff. 6 of Coins. And the 5 of Pentacles in reverse. 6 of Wands. Queen of Wands. 8 of Swords. 5 of Wands. Page of Wands. King of Cups in reverse. Look, this is the pretend happy family. This is the family that pretends they're happy, that everything is good, that they love each other, that they care each other, blah, blah, blah. This is families that use alcohol, use drug use sex, use anything to numb out what they're really feeling because they're the happy family. And they say they're balanced, they say they're happy. They say with this energy, because I'm seeing the 6 of Pentacles, so it's like, oh no, we share, we're happy, everybody has, we give the same amount of love to all of you guys. There's no favoritism here. Everything is great, everything is awesome. And then we have the 5 of Pentacles in reverse, and we don't leave anybody behind. Everybody is getting the same amount of abundance. There is no lack. Everything is wonderful. And we're in victory and everything is great. Everything is wonderful. Like, we couldn't be a better family. And then we have the energy of the Queen of Wands. And this is centered around a female energy, like a domineering female energy. And she can dominate either by being a dictator, telling everybody what they have to do, nobody from follow the line. And this can be a situation that they're using the church and the Bible and whatever to put everybody in line, or they're doing the exact opposite. I am the victim, pobrecita yo, I am suffering. Oh, don't you see all the things that I have been going through, blah, blah, blah. I. Please don't do that. Your other your parent is going to be, your other parent is going to be, or my partner is going to be ridiculous. Please just fall into line and stay quiet. Then I'm going to get hurt. So Please help me out. Don't you understand that they are going through difficult times? It doesn't matter how they say it. And what I'm seeing here is that though they have all this fantasy, happy, 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 joy, 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 we have the Eight of Swords. And the Eight of Swords is trapped in a false belief, trapped feeling they're doing all this drinking and whatever to numb out the fact that they feel imprisoned and they are not happy. And what I'm seeing that is happening because of this, because I told you the false stuff is coming through, we have fights. This is when things are going to blow the flip up. And that's the Tower moment. And it's coming the end of this month. And the Tower moment with the end of this month, what I'm seeing is a lot of immature people exploding, gossiping, fighting, saying this is that, blah, 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 do your bitch, blah, 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 a bunch of blow up shit. And then we have the King of Cups in reverse. The King of Cups in reverse is somebody that hasn't grown maturely. So we have a partnership where the female is manipulative, that uses anything to control a situation because they know best, right? And then we have an immature man that explodes and is violent and does whatever he has to do because of the fact that he's the one that has to be in control, because he hasn't grown up emotionally. In the bottom of the deck, we see a death to all of this, Ten of Swords, and the death to the way things used to be, Six of Cups. And then we're seeing justice energies, because everything is starting to balance out. I am seeing you in the energy, because this doesn't feel like you're in the mess of this. You're like second to this. Like you're outside seeing this whole shit blow the fuck up. And you're like, I'm here just drinking my tea in my own little world, totally fine. Again, Two of Wands, you're stepping into like this new reality because you're like, ooh, I'm not going to be about that mess. And here we have the Knight of Cups. And this is why I'm telling you, because when this whole thing blows up, they're going to come to gaslight you again and love bomb you. And we saw that in the energy of July. And then we have the Hangman to get you stuck in the same devil energy contract, because they see that you're moving into the Star card moving forward, and they're going to get blocked from your reality, and they're hoping that this blow up tower moment will stop it, will stop you from moving away. And this is why I'm telling you, don't allow yourself to get distracted by their fucking drama, because that is not your drama. That's not your problem, and that is none of your concern. I hope this helps.